We're going to be the
Hey, sister girl.
girl. Look, punch me in my head if I fall asleep. Come on.
Uh-oh, yes, I know. Y'all, we tired tonight. Tonight, we are talking about something that's super heavy, but also very real. So too many of us have allowed our diagnosis to become our identity. We've literally allowed our diagnosis to become who we are. We go from saying, I have diabetes or I have hypertension to say, I am diabetic or I am a hypertensive. And once we accept that as part of who we are, it becomes really hard to imagine our lives without it. So here's the real question. Who are you when you no longer have that diagnosis? I'm going to go to the scripture tonight.
Okay.
John 5:6 tells the story of the man at the pool of Bethesda. He had been sick for 38 years when Jesus asked him, will you be made whole? That's the question for us tonight too. Do we want to be made whole? Or have we gotten so used to being the diabetic one, or the one with the high blood pressure, or the one with the eczema, that we can't even see ourselves without it? So drop in the chat, if you would, what's the first diagnosis you ever remember being told you had, and how did it make you feel? Were you shocked? Were you ashamed? Were you resigned? Because so many of these diagnoses they have told us are chronic and incurable. And we're finding out that that's just not the truth. So also tonight, we're going to have a swag bag giveaway. So if you would, go ahead and drop hashtag swag bag in the comments. And this is going to be our last one. This is the last day of September. And so we're going to give a giveaway. All right, G. So let's unpack how we got here. How a diagnosis shifted from something we have to something we are.
All right, I'm going to actually tackle two things that you just said. But before I say any of those, if you know someone that is struggling, Robyn and I always say this is not a political show. So let me find the right words to share with you. I want you to no longer need Medicaid, Medicare, or your insurance. So for me in my house, here's the thing. I don't care if I have medical insurance. I really don't. I've had zero need to go to a doctor. Now, what Frederick and I decided to do is, because it's almost that time again, is to pick the highest deduct. I don't care if the deductible is $10,000. That's the one I'm going to pick. Because for the last 2 years, I've only gone to the doctor because of you. What that means, Jim?
Right.
You want to know, how's your cholesterol? You want to know my blood pressure. You want to know these different things. So I've been paying a copay to go and stick my arm out, go ahead and draw it. But then I don't even need that anymore because I found online labs. So now I get my labs twice a year, how I choose to get them, so I can still get that information to you. So I'll say again, this is not a political show, but we can open our eyes and we can see. Let us help you no longer need these things. I don't care if Medicaid gets cut. I care because you might need it, but I'm talking me personally. It does not affect me. None of those things. My family, I've told them, strictly meat. This is what we are doing. We're not going to be bound by a grocery store or cravings and all this other stuff. Now, the one thing that Robyn asked, what was the first disease that you were diagnosed with? I can't tell you anything about the past besides obesity. And now do you know the first time I saw that and it said extremely obese? Not just obese. They had to write the other word on there.
Wow.
Extremely obese. I was well beyond what I was supposed to be. So besides that one, the first one for me, and let me show you how silly I am. The first one was bursitis in my left hip. I said, bursitis? That's an old people disease. Oh Lord, I done got my first old people disease. That was me. Foolish. Foolish. I'm celebrating my body breaking down. No, I know people that this is, heaven forbid, cancer comes in, or heaven forbid, you need dialysis. But then we follow your journey. We see the blood work. My first day of chemo, you're proud of it when we didn't have to have it. And so that is a lot of what tonight's show is about. All right. So in regards to owning it, we turn around and say, hi, I'm G Brown. I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Once again, labeling yourself. But then by doing that, keep in mind, everything is connected with money. By doing that, you keep putting them labels on, and then here's a prescription. And they've convinced you. They've convinced you that this is what it is that you need. Think about it. Every doctor visits begin with these questions. Are you a diabetic? When you're filling out the little thing, they don't say that. They don't say that. Are you a diabetic? Do you high blood pressure? So on and so forth. Where they're just putting these labels on you, one after another, one after another. All of that is a temporary diagnosis, because the same way they gave it to me, I turned right back around and went right back to them and say, clear all of that out of my record. Because I've been on zero meds for over 2 years now. So there's no reason for hypertension to be part of my diagnosis or anything in here. Take that out. Because if I decide to get some life insurance, I want them to look and say, oh, she can get a low rate. She look like she ain't never dying. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So here's the truth. The identity is a prison. You might well be sitting just like this. All the people with diabetes this way. And then there you go. I refuse to stand in any line like that. I refuse to let that be. You go see my social media posts. I'm living my best life. That's it. That is what I'm claiming. My best life. It feels so, it feels like comfort, because honestly, my hip was hurting, and I like the fact that they were able to give me. It's like, oh, that's what it is. My hip hurt. Well, now I could say to you, I have bursitis in my left hip. That is inflammation of the bursa. So I done educated myself. Baby, ain't nothing wrong with my bursa. There's no inflammation. I can lay now on my stomach, my back, my side, however I choose to. We were having this conversation the other day. When I would go to a hotel or a stranger's bed, whether I'm visiting a friend, not only did I have to have a pillow, I had to have 2 pillows to go up under the back of my knees to lift the pressure off the back of my back. Couldn't lay on my left or my right. If your bed was not comfortable, I had a miserable night. I about could sleep on a rock right now. No problems whatsoever. So here are some examples. I've met women who said, I'm a sugar addict. The moment that I turn around and tell you about the carnivore diet, I can almost write a book on what you get. Ooh, I don't know if I can give up bread. Girl, wait a minute. I really like me some ice cream. You're naming all the things that make you sick. You're naming the things that have the inflammation, your swollen legs, them ankles, your hands hurt, your fingers. Oh, you had to cut your ring off because your hand swelled to that point. Really? You that hooked on that? You just can't see yourself without it. And keep in mind, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. You got this illness that's going to open the door for the next one. You are someone who is striving to heal themselves from sugar addiction. All right. There are women who say, I've always been on lit meds. My mama had it. My grandmama had it. Diabetes run in our family. No, the same food ran in your family. There's always a family member that look like they don't have it. As a matter of fact, don't even look like that's your family member. There's always one. I'm going to tell y'all the story of the people down here that I seen. But Robyn, let's just jump this. You often in coaching about wholeness being more than just physical. Let's dig a little bit into that. What does it actually mean to be made whole?
So I guess what I want to say about wholeness is a mindset. We are getting away from the idea that all of these diseases are chronic and incurable. As G was talking about her bursitis and the various different ailments and obesity, we have thought that this is the way that it's going to be. It's just going to be like this. Once I have diabetes, I'm never not going to have diabetes. Once I have MS, once I have, what do they call it? That heart failure thing. I got a heart murmur. I'm just thinking about Kerry, man. He just posted a video up where he no longer has, what is that heart failure thing that he had?
I don't know, but he did talk about a heart murmur and
Heart
something else.
murmur, yeah.
These things, I'm waiting for
Mhm.
somebody with sickle cell to say their cells are all right. That's I
Yes.
promise. When I say to you so many things that we have just had the labels where I'll
We
tell y'all
wear
about
them.
it. Go ahead.
We are wearing these labels on us as though that is our identity, and it is not. Chronic obesity. I mean, the thing's still telling me that I'm like really overweight. And I'm saying, I'm looking at myself going, that's not me anymore. It's not me anymore. So, will you be made whole? When Jesus asked the man that about will you be made whole, it wasn't whether the man could take another pill to mask his symptoms or try another therapy. Are you ready? Congestive heart failure. That's it. Thank you so much, E. Bacon. Yes, congestive heart failure. That is not supposed to be curable, right? So he's asking the man, are you ready for a new life? Are you ready for a mindset change? Because in order to be made whole, you got to change your mindset from believing that that is your identity, that that diagnosis is your identity. Treatment manages the symptoms. So we're going to the doctor. Every time we go, they're checking our statistics, right? Looking at that high blood pressure. You're on one blood pressure medication, right? Blood pressure medication actually healing your high blood pressure? No, ma'am, and no, sir. No, it is not. Because the next time you go, you got to go on another. Now you on 2 or 3, and you got a water pill because we're not looking for healing. We're not looking for wholeness, but what we are looking at is symptom management. So I think about the eczema that I had. I don't know, G, if you can pull that picture up where I had eczema all over my face. And I went to many doctors. I think about the woman with the issue of blood who went to the doctors and spent all of her money trying to get healed. And basically, she was not able to be healed by the doctors. They were giving her many treatments. She spent all of her money. I went to all kinds of doctors trying to figure out how to deal with this. And what did I end up doing? I ended up with makeup, trying to cover it up because the treatments were for symptom management. Even if I went to the doctor and I got a course of steroids, it would cover that up, mask it for a short period of time. And then as soon as that stuff wore out of my system, that stuff would come raging back even worse than before. Treatment manages symptoms, but healing looks at the root cause and identifies the root and gets it out by the root. And so that's what we want. We want healing. So the treatments kept us tied to these refills, tied to going to an appointment. G just said she don't go to the doctor except to go and find out so she can tell y'all what's going on with her body. Healing changes our life. It changes our lifestyle. It changes our habits. And of course, it changes our mindset. Wholeness is not going to be about managing your diabetes, though you may need to do that for a time while you allow your body to heal itself. Not managing the diabetes, not managing the high blood pressure, not managing the arthritis. We need to shift our entire perspective to say, I am no longer I'm no longer allowing this condition to be part of my identity. It's not who I am. I am not a lady that's got eczema on her face. So, I've seen women who've let go of the label and begin to say, I'm healing, begin to think about healing. And what does healing look like? If you had an opportunity to heal and somebody told you what you could do to heal, would you be willing to do it? Will you be made whole? So that's the thing, right? We hear this crazy idea, hashtag meat heals. We hear it's a crazy idea. It's a crazy thought. Like, who does that? But what if it would heal your body? So you let go of the label and start saying, I'm healing. I'm healing from this condition. And allow your labs to change. Allow your energy to change. And allow your outlook on life to change. So what would change today if you started saying, I'm healing? I'm healing from this disease or this chronic condition that I've been suffering with, instead of I am this. Imagine the shift in your language and the shift in your mindset, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. Everything, all of our words have power. And when we say, I am this, I am a sugar addict, well, then we cannot let it go, because I am that. I am an alcoholic. I am a person who has MS. I am a diabetic. All the different things. Well, that language really needs to change. So, G, let's talk a little bit about some practical steps. What can women do today to start separating their identity from their diagnosis?
Watch your mouth.
Watch your
Watch
mouth.
your language. That's it. It is just that simple. We speak of it all the time. Speak positive, speak life into it, but you constantly speaking agony and disease on yourself. So I got to tell y'all this story. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm on the ship. Most of you guys know that. So I'm on the ship and we are in the Grand Caymans, but we had to be tethered over, meaning from the boat, a boat took us over and come back. So people are starting to come back, and there was an extremely overweight family because they were bigger than where I was at my biggest. And so it was a few extra pounds, and they were racing to the pizza, came back, had big pizza, big sandwiches, just a lot of stuff on the table. And at this time, it was about 4:15 ship time. I'm listening to them say that their dinner is at 7. But I was just too hungry. I wasn't gonna make it to dinner. Yes, you were, but okay. You weren't gonna make it to dinner. And I didn't say anything to them. I got the story so I can come back and tell y'all. You all can figure out if you see yourself in this story. Now, so they're eating at 4:15. They have dinner at 7. But the plan was to go to the Windjammer, which is the cafeteria type style upstairs. One of the gentlemen had reached in his pocket and said, "Oh, here they are." He called them plate covers. Y'all, they were shower caps. The clear shower caps that I take a shower in with every time I'm in the shower to protect my hair. He called them plate covers. So they plotted out their plan. They're going to dinner at 7. But then when they come from dinner, they're going to go and use these plate covers to cover the food. So when they get back to the cabin this evening after a show or possibly going to the casino, they had something to eat. What do you think their body is doing? And see, here's the thing. You can't say they big, they shouldn't eat that much. Now I'm going to take it to what you didn't know. Robyn and I always talk about big pharma, medical, and who the other one, Robyn?
Food.
Oh, food. We talk about those. So what if I told you that all three of those, they were on each other's board of directors? Number one. There's a gentleman now that has blown the whistle saying, I was in on the meetings. So the food industry would say, hey, the chemists have this chemical. I've said this. I've said this on other shows with Frederick and I. It's called the acceptable amount. What is it in your water? There's an acceptable amount of chlorine and all this stuff. There's an acceptable amount. Who created this? I don't know. So when you mix this acceptable amount with the next acceptable amount and the next one, the chemist who did that knows that when those three compounds come together, they've created something else. So the food industry is letting the pharmaceutical industry know that in about 5 or 6 years, you're going to have people talking about this restless leg. You're going to have people talking about irritable bowel. You're going to have people, and what are we going to call this one? So then you have the medical people there saying, okay, so we're going to make them sick. They're headed over to you. We're going to give them some medicine to string them along until death. That is the plan for us. We are the guinea pigs. If you don't believe me, you think back, for those that are older, what illnesses that you remember as a kid. You could probably count on your hand how many overweight children that there were. You tell me all the things and stuff that you remember in your grandmama. Zero, unless you had one that was eating more of this standard American diet. So when I say to you, there's a triangle of them, they're on each other's board and they already know. So the food industry gets a chemist to create these things that we could actually sell with an acceptable amount. But if you mix these three, and I'm not talking about mixing it at one meal, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this is carried over in your body and stored in your fat. This is now being carried in your body and stored in your fat. This one is now, and honey, when they come together, what a time, what a time. No, the illness then, it's like all of a sudden, doc, I'm fine. I got a rash over here. We got a cream for that because they knew. How all of a sudden everything you go to the doctor for, they got a medicine for it. They created it, all of it. This is hard to believe that you are a guinea pig. This is hard for you to believe that you were used like that, because I know it was hard for me. You mean to tell me I done bought vacation homes and private jets and put their kids through school while you willingly knew that over time, but it didn't kill you? You still here with your family. They might have to push you around. You might need oxygen, but you still here. So we didn't take you out. How many people have had a loved one in the hospital and they can now, you know, that person getting ready to go. You see how weak they are. We know, but you yet holding on. The hospital already know that this person is on their way out, but then they're running every test that there is, like they're a pincushion. The patient is tired. But we yet holding on. Then we go back and say, y'all pray for my mom, pray for my mama, pray for my brother, pray for my uncle, pray for my cousin, pray for my best friend. I don't want to lose my best friend. So let's go back to what we were saying. I need for you to let certain foods go. Ooh, I don't know if I can let that bread go. Ooh, girl, I
Let
love
it
me some
go.
pasta.
Let it go.
Yeah. Oh, I love pasta. Ooh, I like ice cream. You mean tell me I can't have no birthday cake? Flour and water make glue. No, you can't eat no more glue. Okay, let me see what my part was. Wait a minute. So we're gonna watch
You're
our
so
language.
right though, G, because the thing of the fact of the matter is that a lot of these diagnoses are things that we wouldn't have if we didn't eat the foods that we have been, the foods, and I'm putting quotes again around those
The
foods because a lot
product.
of it's
If you
not
didn't eat that
food.
product, if you didn't
Yeah.
eat that
And
product,
so what we're talking about is eating real food, right? Real food. Not all these packages and boxes and, you know, just a list of ingredients. You can't tell what it is because it's just a long list of ingredients. And so go ahead and finish your part.
no, that's pretty much that. I mean, that is it. That's what we're trying to get you. We come on here every week. We didn't told you about cholesterol. We didn't told you about how, I'm telling you again, how we're being used as guinea pigs to line their pockets. And if y'all ain't open y'all eyes yet to see how money is running us, our country, if you have not seen it, open your eyes. They always say, follow the money. I want to get you in a position where you could care less what it is they do. You'll be on a mission. You probably want to try and get on the show. It's like, oh my God, this is what y'all was talking about. Oh, look how good I feel. I can't believe I no longer can say I'm a diabetic. Oh, I cannot believe that. Do you know how bad my bowels were? And now all of a sudden I'm just having regular bowels. I don't have no more cramps. Oh my God, you see my skin. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, Robyn, y'all, can I come on the show? I need to tell somebody. And all of a
Yeah,
sudden you
come
on
on
a
the show and
YouTube
tell
channel.
us. Come
Thank
on.
you. That's what ends up happening. Let that
Mhm.
cane go. Let that walker go. You
Yes.
don't need it. Turn
Right.
around and you're trying to find, baby. Some people just say forget it and get the knife and just cut the corn out so your toe can just fall on out the shoe. All of these things. And I didn't do it, but I will do it next week because I got a picture. What you think your skeletal system look like? Up, do you not big boned? Your bones didn't grow. They struggling to hold your frame up. I don't care how big you are. That's the reason why I get to the point where you have to end up leaning over because the weight is so heavy. I look at some people, I know you ain't get a good rest. There's no way you could have laid on your back and your breast and turned around and they didn't choke you. You cannot get a good night's sleep. You can't. Or the weight and everything on your stomach pressing on your lungs. You cannot get a good night's sleep. And then all because you don't want to change something. Now you need the sleep apnea or you snoring, waking not only this house, but the next house up because of all of that you got to go. That's not how you're supposed to be.
Right.
That is
And the
not
thing
it.
of it is that your body will heal itself. It
It
will heal
will.
itself.
It
It's
will.
so amazing.
Watch this here, but you prefer to go and then you married. Now all of a sudden they got to look at you with this thing going across your nose, this cap going across your head, and y'all looking at each other all because you didn't want to change what you ate.
Come on now.
I'm just being truthful. What is CPAP?
Yep.
And it's so true. Literally, the doctor is telling you, you stop breathing in your sleep. They just didn't tell you it's the food.
Right.
What kind of foolery is that? You don't want to change. You're not breathing in you stop breathing. I'm sorry for yelling. Okay.
That's all right. I mean, it's the passion about it, right? Because the fact of the matter is that these conditions are curable. They're not chronic and incurable. They are perfectly curable. And then what Deborah's saying here is like we're fighting against this. We don't want this medical history on us. We don't. When you want to go and get some life insurance so that people can you pay your bills after you pass away, and they have all these different diagnoses against your record, it's going to be hard to get your life insurance. And there's a lot to it. And so we don't want to have to fight against that. And those conditions can be removed from your record.
Okay,
People are
so let's talk
curing.
about that life insurance
Mhm.
because another thing I feel that you want to continue to eat the way that you do is selfish. And here's why. You're positioning yourself for family members to have to take care of you. Selfish, all because you don't want to change how it is that you're eating. You see your life ain't getting any better health wise. You see it. I see it. I hear about it, right? So here was an actual conversation with me and family members because I was a little younger at the time, but I still spoke the exact same. And this didn't have anything to do with food. It was they wanted me to take responsibility of their children if something happened to them. Then the next words out of my mouth, are you giving me broke kids or have you prepared yourself to have life insurance? I don't need some more mouths over here. They got to come with their own check. I'm not going to sit down here in Social Security. I'm not doing any of that. Have you prepared? Well, here's the thing. You might not even be able to get the insurance because of your health. Let's change that. Let's change that.
Yeah.
You take some responsibility. You've eaten what you want for so long. It's time to change. It is time to change. And in that change, I want you to know that this young lady right over here, right over there, she has a wonderful coaching service. Wonderful coaching service. So between the two of us, she's the right one for you, because you see how I would talk to you. You would end up like, oh, what kind of coach are you? Yeah, because I'm like, get that out your head. I mean, reality is reality, but you still get a part of me, but we ain't gonna tell you about that part. Robyn, share some of your information. There it is. Let me move over like this so it's in the center there. All you have to
Absolutely.
do is scan that code. But we've been running her information across the box. Well, right now she got the swag bag. So all
Yes.
13 of you, everybody should have hashtag swag bag, because they're gonna do a drawing. And even if you won before, I would join again. I really would. I mean, it is what it is. You hey, do it. So you have that information as well.
Yeah.
She has an excellent program. I have watched Robyn prepare and slave over her. Well, I didn't want to use that word. Just really be dedicated over her information and everything in okay, Robyn, I got to move over like this. There we go. In regards to the program that will take you like day by day by day. I love the fact right now we're doing our September intentions, and everybody plays a part in our tribe. It is a wonderful tribe to be a part of. And the reason why I started the show by saying I was tired is because we are collectively doing a reset of our metabolically resetting. Some can call it a fast, but I believe that if you take in anything beyond water, you ain't fasting. And so mine is modified due to me. And so everybody is in there, and we've been in there, we've been looking like this, and we was tired. But coming on here, I didn't pepped up a little bit. Shoot, I didn't got a
She
little
sure
excited.
has. She sure has.
Before the show, I was like this. I really
Yes.
was. Go ahead,
Because the
Rob.
fasting, we're doing this fast, and we definitely are trying to do the metabolic reset, and get some autophagy going. And so yes, I do have a coaching service which I launched a couple of maybe about a month ago. And what it is, it starts out with a discovery session where we're going to talk all about you and find out what your goals are, and work together to understand what your plan should be for getting you healed, getting you made whole. Yes, you do want to be made whole. And
And I
then
love seeing the new people come in and sharing
yeah,
their intentions and being a
exactly.
part of the community, and allowing us to like walk with them, talk with them. You get to ask questions.
Yes,
It was a simple question, and I really like that. A simple question was about their watch, how, keeping up with their steps. There's nothing that we won't discuss in there,
right.
nothing that we won't discuss that you won't get that answer to. Oh, I love it, I love it. Okay, where are
Absolutely.
we?
So that's just one of the things that you get. I mean, you're getting many perks from being part of Carnivorous Grandma Coaching, including, let me tell you this one, including a discounted tickets to Impact 2026 in
Woo!
Kalamazoo, Michigan for you and your plus one. So yay. We are
It
looking forward to
is.
seeing you there. Yep.
Listen,
So
the meetup
yes.
is the meetup. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's the meetup. All right. So Don is saying, I'm trying to get off my BiPAP machine. You can do it. You can do it. Let me see, where's that code at? All right. People are asking for that. So let me go ahead and take this comment down. You can do it, Don. I'm looking forward to hearing that you have gotten off the BiPAP machine. So yes, scan the QR code. It will take you to my website, and you can sign up to be part of CG coaching. And
Oh, and if you don't have your device, you can just go ahead. That's her website right there.
yes,
It will do the exact same thing. The biggest thing is it's time for you to make that move. It is time
yes,
for you to do that next step. It's your time. It
yes,
is your time. If like I said, this is not a political show, but a lot of things that's coming across, I promise you, it's not affecting me and mine. Nah, I can't help if I done twist my ankle. things like that. And I guess then I got a $10,000 now I don't know what the copay is. I mean the cap is. I'm just saying whatever the highest one is, because I don't use it. I watch this. I paid $25 to go to the doctor. Did some blood work. I ended up still with a $75 bill. Now I remember back in the day that, you know, you just paid your copay and then that was the end of it. They wrote that off on their taxes. $75. So 75 and 25, that's $100 for that visit from me. I could have paid $18 and had my own blood work drawn and the results to go in because I was there for blood work. No.
Yes,
Not
yes.
I said to fly. No, I'm not doing it anymore. No. I have seen
So
my numbers. I'm doing well. Go ahead.
you doing this woman has reversed insulin resistance. We thought that that could not be reversed. She actually has reversed it. So if you're looking for a testimonial of that, and I want to tell you about this one lady that I have in my coaching group, because she has type 2 diabetes.
But wait
And
real quick. Let me just show them, Robyn, because I think, baby, that's me over there on the left.
yes, yes.
That's me and Mr. Brown.
Yep.
And wait, and this was me as a vegan over there. My vegan, and this was me at my largest. So when we come in and we talk to you about this, been there, done that, ate that, and now here it is. I'm on a ship. You can't pay me to eat any of that food.
Yes, absolutely. Not only the sugars, but also the seed oils that they're cooking everything in are just toxic. So that's another thing. But let me tell you about this lady, because she has type 2 diabetes, and she's doing a lower sugar, reducing the amount of sugar in her way of eating. And after 3 months of doing that, her A1C is dropping already. I'm like, okay, come on, and get rid of the rest of that stuff so that you can go ahead and eliminate type 2 diabetes and no longer have that diagnosis. But you know, this works. It really, really works. And
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was a vegan. Like on Sunday, I was a vegan. I woke up a vegan. By Sunday afternoon, I had just switched to carnivore. I watched how my husband, do we have that video of him really quick?
Oh, I don't think it's in here.
I think sometimes, no, it's not on this side. Okay. I got on the other side, because I think sometimes people think when I say like he couldn't walk, no, this man could not walk. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing him make this huge turnaround. I was like, oh, no, devil is a lie. You ain't finna be doing all of that. And I'm still over here in pain. I had no idea what this was going to do like this to my body. It did it so much. I'm on YouTube telling you about it every week. I wasn't doing YouTube before this. Robyn wasn't doing YouTube before this. This is like a mission now to help you be metabolically well. This is like, we couldn't stop this if we wanted to, because even if we reached just one, to the point where we both went to school for certified nutritionists. So we not just over here, you know, la. No, we know what we telling you.
Right.
I know no one that's in the carnivore community that went to be a vegan. Now, you might have fallen off because sugar was just calling you, but you regret going. But I know vegans that have come over to carnivore and they never looked back.
I haven't heard anybody going back from carnivore to vegan.
No, you won't hear it.
No.
You will not hear it.
Yep.
So,
all right. So what are we going to do? We're going to do a swag bag giveaway. I just closed all my screens. So let me get that going while G continues to tell us about her cruise.
All right. So you got everybody, please make sure, male or female, that you have hashtag swag bag in the comment. Go ahead. We're going to give you a moment, put in hashtag swag bag. This is a live show, so I mean you can put it in later as we not here, but your name will not be in the drawing. So
Right.
go
I've got
ahead. You're
6.
going. It's yeah, and it's more of you on. So don't miss out on this. And then you get it. You can try the products. You can give them away if you don't want. Or I'll give you my address and you can send them to me. I don't have a problem with that,
Right.
right?
If you don't like them, please send them back to me.
Okay.
It's
Because I promise you
amazing.
that swag bag is all of that and some. But
Yes,
like
it
Robyn said,
is.
until we turn around and you guys get everything written down, I am currently living on a ship. We will be on this particular ship a total of 42 nights. This leg that we're on now, I get a chance to see it all. I really wish, but I can't do it. But I would put up a sign, let me help you. Let me help you. I really would, because I'm telling you, there's so many people that need some help on here. It is. I am watching so many metabolically unhealthy people struggling. Anytime you got to hold on to the wall and they're all headed to dining. Not understand. I see people look, this them with a fork. It's the food that's doing that, but you're taking a pill because of it. You didn't need the pill.
Yes.
But you prefer to shake like this than to
It's
tell yourself
Parkinson's. It's
to
curable.
deny
Isn't that
yourself.
crazy? Who thought?
To deny yourself. You were, but remember them 3 people I told you was in the meeting and they on each other's board. They knew you was gonna have the shakes. That's why they got a pill for it. But the pill ain't took the shakes away. Because you keep eating what is causing the shake.
Exactly.
All
All
right.
right.
Okay.
You ready for the giveaway? I've got 8 entries. You got like 2 seconds if you want to still drop it in the comments. Otherwise, we're going to click the button and do a drawing. I hope you win.
This is the last one for the month.
Dawn Stronger. Congratulations.
See, we talked you into putting that in
Congratulations.
there, and you got it. You
You
won.
got
You
it.
got it.
Yes. So
You
what we
got
need you to
it.
do is I need you to send me your address to
Hold on,
my,
wait.
yep,
Where's
she's
your
gonna pop that up there.
I know.
Congratulations, Dawn.
There you
And
are.
yeah, send me your address to my email, robyn.herr. There's not 3 R's in my, I don't know why it has that.
I
I got to
keep
figure
wanting
that
to
out.
change that, but I keep forgetting to change it. There's only one R. There you go.
It's
No,
2
it's 2
R's.
R's. Take one away.
HERRON at
Yes.
hotmail.com.
Yes. We're gonna
So
fix
Robyn
that
with a
today.
Y, HERRON at hotmail.com. And Dawn, I'm going to drop your swag bag in the mail as soon as I get your address. Thank you so much for being here.
There you are. Hey guys, there was another week. We have come in to share with you guys. We have everything laid out. We have a show for you to watch. We have a free Facebook group for you to join. Wait, where's that one? Hold on. We have a free Facebook group. It's in one of these, Robyn.
I don't know which one it
Wait,
is.
that is one.
There it
There's
is.
one. We have a free group, the Hey Sister Girl group. We have a paid version where you get to see behind the scenes with us. We in that group. We have a coaching service for you. We went to school and became certified nutritionists to realize that's not what you're supposed to be eating. But I wanted you to know that I know what they're telling you that you're supposed to eat.
Yes.
With excuse me, with all of that being said, everything that's going on right now in the world, let's detach you from the medical.
That's
Until
right.
next week.
See y'all next time. Bye, everybody.